So the trailer just dropped for The Witcher 4 at the Game Awards, and people are losing their goddamn minds about it. And we're going to talk about it, so let's do it. Before we do that, though, hi, how are y'all doing? I hope you're doing good. My name's Afan. Welcome to the channel. I'm doing good too, by the way, if you're wondering. Anyways, the fans seem to, at least some or part of the fan base of the Witcher series, doesn't seem to be doing too well because the reception to the Witcher 4 trailer was very mixed. See, Ciri is now the main focus, or seems to be from the trailer at least, and people are not happy about that. There's a lot of toxicity going around, and I hate using that word, but I'm having to use it because in this case I believe it is actually toxic, because if you see some of the comments such as this one, I simply don't want to play as a female character. Now, okay, why is that? Why would you not want to play as a female character? I understand, when you're given a choice between a custom character to create in a video game, I pretty much almost always go for a male character, being that I am a male myself. Now, the difference is that there, it is my character. It is a character that I create from scratch. I give it the look that I want. I even name it, and obviously I choose its gender as well. So it is a custom character. It's not a character that has been built by the developers for me to experience game through their POV. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance, for instance, we're given a character that is known as Henry. He looks the way developers want him to be. His name is what the developer wants, and he is who they want it to be. Now, yes, I have some freedom in selecting the skills that he achieves through the playthrough, but he still remains Henry. Same goes for Witcher 3 and all the Witchers that came before Witcher 3. You're given Geralt. His name is Geralt. He looks the way he looks. His hair is the way it is, and you don't really have a say in that. You can't make it a male or a female. So it's not quite the same argument to say, oh, well, when you have a choice between male and female, you always pick male. So why do you have a problem now with people saying, I don't want to play as a female? Because it is a character who is, one, already in the lore, not just in the games, but also in the books. And it is a very, very important character. I would say more important than Geralt even to the Witcher universe. And just like Geralt, it's a character that looks the way the developers or the writers want it to be, and that's who you play as. You experience the story through her POV. I think it is very straightforward and very simple, but some people seem to not understand that and are showing a side of themselves that they might not want to show, or maybe they do. I don't know. It's a weird world we live in today, so maybe some people are proud of their misogyny, but it is what it is. Then there are some people who complain about, obviously, the appearance of Ciri. She looks different than the way she looked in The Witcher 3, which makes sense because she's supposed to be older, and obviously children look different than their older selves. I mean, just pick out a picture of yourself as a child and then look in a mirror and then tell me they look the same. I mean, they look similar, obviously, because it is the same person, but they do not look the same. So of course the appearance changes because she's older. In The Witcher 3 she's much younger, and I'm sure they will explain more. It's just a teaser trailer, guys, like, relax, just give them a bit of time, let them explain it a bit more, and I'm sure they'll come up with a way to show you everything, and it'll all make sense. I hope so, at least. I'm expecting good things from CD Projekt Red. They haven't really disappointed us in the past. I mean, yes, sure, there are bugs here and there, and the games don't run all that well, stuff like that, sure. But in terms of following the actual Witcher lore, they have done a justice, I would say. And the whole thing, wasn't the whole deal with Ciri that she wanted to become a Witcher? Because that's another thing that people are upset about, is that why is Ciri a Witcher? Because that's literally what she wanted to do the whole time she was with Geralt. Now, of course, it's way more complex than that. And Ciri, well, I don't know if I should say this. I mean, she's a bit more than just a regular person, let's just put it that way. But she spent a lot of time with Geralt, and there are trials that she has to go through, of course, in order to become a Witcher. And that's those trials Geralt strictly did not want her to go through. But that's, I guess, at the end of the day, it's not really up to Geralt, is it? She can make her own choices, I suppose. And like I said, I suppose all of that will be explained in the story once we get get the game. So the whole notion that Ciri being a Witcher is so ridiculous, it's not at all. It's actually in line with the lore, and it's kind of refreshing to see that in today's day and age, a developer is actually remaining faithful. A lot of people are complaining about the fact that there's no Geralt. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you've played The Witcher 3, you should not have been expecting Geralt in future games. Unless there's like a DLC or like a little fan service thing, which I'm totally in favor of, because who doesn't love a bit of Geralt of Rivia? But you know, the way Witcher 3 ended, again, not going into details because I don't want to give any spoilers, but it was quite obvious, was it not, at least to me, that he was going to stop and that was going to be that. And also it was quite clear that Ciri was going to, well, I guess there are several endings, but I don't know. It seems perfectly fine to me to take this route. And of course, they can obviously build a narrative, which we do not know about yet. All we've gotten so far is a pre-rendered animated trailer. It's not even gameplay, you know, so we haven't gotten anything. So to lose your shit over something like this, I think is absolutely ridiculous. And some people are just straight up being toxic, misogynistic, which is stupid. I mean, what the hell? Like, come on, dude. Just enjoy the game. Ciri's a very important character. If he plays a female, fine. Many females play as males because most protagonists in video games are males and they don't have any issue with it. Why do you have an issue with it? I mean, I've played many other games where the main protagonist is a female. Horizon Zero Dawn is a game that instantly comes to mind. The Last of Us is another game that comes to mind, although that's sort of, you have two characters that you play as. In part 2, then you obviously play a lot more as a female character. But what's wrong? I mean, if it works, if it makes sense, if it's part of the lore, if it makes sense for the game, the story, the world, why not? I mean, really, the only thing that you can sort of pick out, and even that you can make an argument for, if you actually go back and watch the Witcher 3 trailer, even in the trailer, I mean, that's been his whole thing anyways, Geralt, to not get involved in morals and just to do your job, just to take the coin and move on. That's sort of his spiel anyways. But if you actually go back to the trailer that they showed, the Witcher 3 trailer, the very first one, even in that trailer, he says, just take the coin and move on. Do your job and get it done. And now Ciri becomes a Witcher, and, well, it seems like she's not taking the coin and moving on. She's getting involved, and she's bringing morals into it. And I mean, we see how that ends in the trailer. If you've seen the trailer, yeah, she saves that girl, but does she? You know, when she comes out of that forest or mountains or whatever that's supposed to be, yeah, it doesn't end well, really. So, I mean, it's good. There's something that you can talk about, something that Geralt has always said. And then in that moment, you see it become true. You see why he was saying what he was saying. They live in a brutal, harsh world, and that's just the reality of that world. And whether you like it or not, that's just how it is. Often people say what is and what should be aren't always the same thing. Whether it's fair or not is a whole nother story. And of course, there's a lot of talk about destiny in the whole Witcher lore and the Witcher universe. And then you see this girl who goes into the forest, and then Ciri saves her, and then, well, what happens at the end? I guess that was destiny. I don't know. I mean, I thought the trailer was brilliant. I thought it was an absolute masterpiece. I mean, they're going to be using Unreal Engine 5, and of course, it's going to look absolutely stunning. And of course, the trailer they showed, like I said, is a pre-rendered animation. It's not going to be the gameplay at all, but it is Unreal Engine 5, which means it's going to look absolutely stupendous, beautiful, voluptuous, but there's going to be a lot of stuttering. If you know, you know. Anyways, yeah, that's enough of me. I think it's absolutely ridiculous for the reasons why people are getting mad over a little tiny trailer. Just wait. I have all the faith in CD Projekt Red. They have not disappointed before. I mean, The Witcher 3 is, let's be honest, quite easily one of the best open world RPG ever made, and so immersive, and it's brilliant. The story's brilliant. It all makes sense. The combat is so intuitive, and it's just so much fun. Just give them a chance. I still believe in them. Like I said, the only real worry that I have is there's going to be a lot of performance issues, it being on Unreal Engine 5, but I mean, they made it work with the previous engine, which is far inferior than Unreal Engine, let's be honest, so I'm sure they can make it work on this one as well. But anyways, this is my thoughts. Do let me know what you think, and yeah, do like the video if you enjoyed it, or don't, I guess, and subscribe, or again, don't, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay gaming, gamers.